And another thing is I'm always surrounding myself with people that are way smarter than me. We all need those people in life that we can go to when we have questions, whether it be personal or business. I just have a solid circle of people around me that's really, really, really helped me. And then through that relationship building process, these people, since they like you, they're going to advocate for you in the community.
What's up, everybody? This is Ryan Van Ornum back with another edition of the Scaling Up Success podcast powered by Cynergists. Cynergists is your go-to scalable operations company that helps you grow exponentially faster at a fraction of the cost. Go check out Cynergist.com for more details. So today I have Lavelle McFarland on today. Lavelle, how are you doing today, my friend?
I am doing excellent. I hope you are as well, and all our viewers that are tuning in to listen to this.
Man, it is a blessed day, and I'm so excited to have you on, man. You got all kinds of cool things happening. So, but before we get to where you are right now, let's take it back a little bit. Like, you know, where what got you started, man? Where are you originally from? Like, let's get get a little taste of who you are, man.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm from Norfolk, Nebraska originally. So pretty much born and raised. So when I moved to Lincoln, obviously, I didn't know anybody. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what I've really been dedicating the last couple of years to is just getting out there and meeting people. Because when especially in a town like this, I've learned that it's a big small town, right? And a lot of things in life is not necessarily what you know, but who you know.
Yeah.
So my thing has just been, trying to get out here and meet more people. And on another note, I played sports growing up, big sports fan, very competitive, dibbed and dabbed in martial arts, played football, played semi-pro football. I was a part of a college football team. So yeah, man, my people are from Monroe, Louisiana. So even though I'm from the Midwest, I am Southern raised. So a lot of the things growing up, especially going to school, it was kind of different because, how people are raised in the Midwest versus how my parents were raised in the South is completely different. I just grew up thinking a lot of things that I saw just didn't really make sense. You know what I mean? And
Sure.
same to this day, it's like certain things you've been taught, growing up, and then you see it when you get older, you're like, oh no, like, oh, I can't do that. So just different. I guess the easiest way to describe myself is I'm just different.
How was that transition going from Norfolk, Nebraska, which is probably, I don't know, maybe 30 to 40,000 people tops, right?
Uh,
To
25,000.
25,000. Sorry, I was a little high on the number. I was giving it too much credit up there.
You
But Lincoln has maybe 300,000, and then Omaha, three-quarters of a million. So, working around those areas, it's a much different type of lifestyle, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. It takes way longer to get everywhere. It takes way longer to get everywhere. I'm used to, I can just walk out my backyard and, go to a restaurant or something. You can't do that at Lincoln. It may take you 2 hours just to get down the block, especially if you try to leave during, prime time traffic. But
Don't go down to O Street on game days, right?
oh man, it gets so crazy down here on Saturdays. Luckily, I live downtown, so if I want to go downtown and get involved with the shenanigans, I can walk. But man, it gets crazy. It gets crazy.
So, as you've kind of built your business now, explain to the audience what are you working on currently right now, and what does that look like, and how you help people?
So what I do as a profession, I'm an insurance agent with Farmers Union Midwest Agency. I'm licensed in 3 states: Nebraska, Iowa, and Kansas. I do a little bit of everything. I try to dib and dab in a little bit of everything, but property and casualty is mainly what I do. So that is going to be home and auto, general liability, and workers' compensation for businesses. So one thing that I want to try to do is I want to sort of kind of take the mystery out of insurance. Okay. So if you are not a licensed professional and you do not do this as a career, there's a lot left to mystery. So what I want to do is I want to remove that mystery.
Mhm.
One thing that I've learned since becoming licensed myself is that there's a lot of misconceptions, and there is some false information. So what I try to do is tell people what I believe to be the truth.
Awesome.
Okay. So another thing I try to do is I try to have, unlimited availability. I understand that when things hit the fan, people don't want to talk to a foreign customer service rep. They want to talk to you, the person that they like, know, and trust. Well, you would hope. anyway. So I want to be that first contact when something's not right.
I love that, man. So, like, as you've kind of grown your business though, over the last couple of years, like, what are you most proud about in this journey? I mean, you came from, like I said, that small town and you had the southern roots, but at the same time, still building in the Midwest, being able to grow your business out. What pieces can you say, man, I'll stake my claim to this?
I've been able to build a decent reputation for myself through the relationships I've built. I put myself in some rooms I wasn't supposed to be in. But what that ultimately helped me do was, build my confidence. And that would be my advice to anybody. Go somewhere where it's not necessarily, you're not sure if you're welcome. And
Sure.
you can do that and you can successfully do that. Oh my God, when they want you there, oh, you can do that like it's nothing.
Isn't it funny, like the confidence that you get when you start to break through those glass ceilings, whether either self-imposed or from others, and then you just see the growth in your own like charisma, your own confidence. Speak about that.
Absolutely. And another thing is, it's like I'm always surrounding myself with people that are, way smarter than me. We all need those people in life that we can go to when we have questions, whether it be personal or business. I just have a solid circle of people around me. And I feel like that's really, really, really helped me. And then when you do that, through that relationship building process, these people, since they like you, they're going to advocate for you in the community. I'll tell you what, if you have that respected realtor saying your name at a meeting, oh my goodness, that goes so far.
Absolutely, man.
And that's another confidence booster right there. So that goes back to what you were saying about confidence. When you have been able to do enough to get these people that are doing way better than you to advocate for you, though, man, that goes a long ways.
The other thing too is like don't compare your insides to other people's outsides because you don't
Yeah,
know what they're going through either. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Nope, nope, nope. Don't do that. Your journey is your journey. What's the old adage? Do your best and forget the rest. So,
Exactly,
live.
exactly. So, like, what strategies or habits do you think have been critical to your growth?
Wow. The, the funny thing is I typically do the same things every day. So the things that people consider boring, that's how you grow. Doing, checking your email, doing your reviews, checking in on clients. It's just you have to do those little things every day. Because what a lot of people will get discouraged is because they work, 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 and don't see no progress. Well, that's sort of kind of how it is sometimes. You work, 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 no progress. Work, 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 a little bit of progress. Work, 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 work some more. Boom.
Yep.
Then it's off. So you have to be consistent. You got to hit bumps in the road. That's just a part of life. We all hit bumps in the road. You don't stop. You hit the bump and keep going. Who cares if you're missing a tire? The car will
Exactly.
still get the tire fixed down the line. Keep going.
Absolutely. I love that, man. And like one of the things that I see a lot of people is like being able to be that person that is accepting of the referral. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like with what you're building, it's very personal and rapport driven type of business that you're in. Like you said, you're speaking to the realtor types. You're speaking to, the influencers in the city. Speak on that because like, do you feel like most of your business is referral based?
At this point in time, I'm pretty much 100% referrals. One thing that I've never done is I've never felt the need to cold call. My first job, that is what that individual did. And we sat in an office and an individual overseas cold called. Well, what would happen is these people would call back. What we had wasn't competitive. And a lot of those people were just mad we were calling them. We even had some to where they would just call us rapidly just to get under our skin because they didn't like that we were cold calling us.
Yeah.
The I learned from that. I was like, you know what? When I start doing this, I am not going to cold call. I'm going to try to do it, the best way I know how, which was meeting people. And some of the things I tried didn't quite work. I tried going to, the apartment complexes and, I didn't get anything out of those. And, I visited a bunch of car dealers. Well, the interesting thing is the first one I went to, he straight up told me, he's like, hey man, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. The majority of these people that come in here, they usually pay for in cash. And a lot of companies don't require you to have anything if you're paying for it in cash. Literally that next day, I get my first sale off this guy. So if I had been discouraged by the apartment complexes, I wouldn't have gone to the car dealers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you're going to certain things you're going to do just aren't going to work.
I love that, man. And being able to try new things and, being able to be reflective over the success or failure of those and still continue to grind through it. It shows a lot about your makeup as a, and your character. So well said on that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, we've come a long ways. It's a never ending journey, but I still have a long way to go. You don't get into business, you don't get into sales, you don't open up a brick and mortar and just say I'm just going to do just enough to get by. It's not going to cut it.
Exactly. And you got to find like what motivates you to have those conversations. Like what's your drive? What's your why? You know what I'm saying? Like how to be able to continue to move forward on those things even when it gets tough. That's
Mhm.
that's what sets people apart.
Absolutely, no, I totally agree with that. Yeah.
So as one of the things that we do on Scaling Up Success podcast is we bring in a little rapid fire questioning. So are you ready for a little personal side of things, man?
Let's see. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right. So do you have a favorite book that you're reading or like a podcast that you listen to?
Currently, right now, I am reading Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. I need to finish that book. But yeah, no, there's a lot of books. I also have one by Sammy Knight that I need to start reading. Sammy Knight's the owner of Mossy Oak. And I would say those two right now, but I still have other ones that I got to start reading. Another book that I read a few years ago was Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by 50 Cent. That was also a very good book. And everybody's read Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's like the first book you read if you want to become a business person.
The one maybe that you want to look at as well as Atomic Habits is a real good one too.
Okay, no, absolutely. I'm always open to suggestions.
Yeah. Yeah. The Goggins book is great for mindset. I love that one. Uh,
Absolutely.
do you have like a bucket list travel spot you want to travel to?
Vegas currently. The thing is with me, man, is I don't go on vacation. But say, man, you need to go on vacation. You need to do something. I'm just so focused on what I'm doing. And it's like, I feel like if I go on vacation, I'll be behind. The only benefit now is, it's tax deductible. That's the only difference between now and a few years ago. I can deduct it from my taxes. So
I love it, man. Coffee, tea, soda, energy drinks. What are you drinking?
absolutely. Love energy drinks. I love Ghost, love Monster. I love caffeine. Coffee. I do coffee black. I do black coffee. Do not give me these sugary, all these different types of coffee. I'm not doing it. Basic black. Yep, I do love zero calorie soda, diet soda. Anything that has caffeine in it, I will pretty much drink it.
He's wired. So this it goes into my next question. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
I am a early bird. I feel like when you sleep in, you're just wasting your day.
Right?
Time's wasting. The stock market opened up at what time? Right? And you were sleeping?
Yep.
Nah, not doing that. We're going to get up and we're going to get going.
Love it, man. If you could have a dinner with one historical figure, either living or deceased, who would it be?
Oh my goodness. Boy, that's a good question. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. They call him the Oracle of Omaha. I think so.
Buffett?
Buffett, Warren Buffett. I think Warren Buffett is somebody that I would want to sit down and just see what have you done to get to this point, because he is a very, very successful businessman.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. I love that's compounding interest right there, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, man.
I love it. If you had one superpower, like what would that one superpower be?
One superpower. I'd probably say flight.
Cool.
I'd probably say flight. I'm a big like comic book nerd, and,
Who's
and Superman was the first, and he's definitely my favorite. I would definitely want flight.
nice. Very cool. I like it, man. What's bumping on your workout playlist right now?
To be honest, man, when I'm at the gym, I really, really try not to play music, because people do that and they're wasting so much time scrolling for songs. I've done my whole workout and you're still on bench press. Make that make sense.
Right? Right?
I understand that. And then I may want to use the machine and you over there like, No, man, I just go in and I get my workout in, because to be honest, they're playing music over the intercom.
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway. So it's like you're just wasting time in there. And then time goes by, you've been in the gym for an hour and a half and you've done nothing.
I love that, man. I love that. Dude, I'm in and out in like 45 minutes, man. And
That's how,
you just gotta crank it out and get it done. I love
you
it,
don't,
man.
let's be honest, you probably don't have 2 hours. I know you're busy. You don't have 2.5 hours, hour and a half to waste,
Nope.
Ryan. So you got to get in there and get it done. That's just how I am too. I can't waste time.
Exactly. Exactly. Last one to wrap this thing up, man. Do you have a favorite personal cheat meal?
Oh, my favorite food is pizza. My favorite food is pizza. And I tell you what, I could eat
You're
it every day, but if I do, I'm going to look like Oompa Loompa.
right.
So we aren't doing that. But I love food in general. I love food in general.
Do
But
you
let me
have do you
about food.
have do you have a place that is like your number one pizza place?
I like Pizza Hut. I like Little Caesars. I like Casey's. I'm not big on it. Doesn't have to be the most extravagant thing because I'll be 100% honest. I've never had nasty pizza. That's just not something I've done.
I love it, man. Well, you made it through the rapid fire with flying colors, man. Thank you for sharing everything. Appreciate you.
No, awesome. That was pretty fun, man.
Cool. And then I got a couple questions and then we're gonna wrap up. So one of the things that I always ask people is like, man, think about like when you're graduating high school, if you could time travel back, what's one piece of advice you could give young Lavelle?
Oh my goodness, man. Just in general, that period of like 18 to 23, I would do a lot of things over. I would have been more productive. I would have done more. I would have taken things a lot more serious. If I could go back now, I would tell him, hey man, do the work now. Take it serious. Get serious about the gym. Work on yourself. Work on your communication skills. Read books. Read. Become more knowledgeable about the world around you. Because when you finally get out there in the world, it's going to be a shock.
Yes.
Those are the biggest. Those are the biggest things I would go back and tell myself because a lot of that stuff that I did from 18 to 23, man, I wish I could do some of that stuff over. I don't get
That
to.
I feel you on that one, man. And I appreciate the honesty and the vulnerability, man. Thank you for sharing that. So conversely, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'm still going to be around. Definitely still going to be around. I love Lincoln. I love Nebraska. I'm from Nebraska. I don't necessarily see myself going anywhere, but for the most part, yeah, just hopefully with a successful business, maybe some real estate. Finally dib and dab in that. Give me a couple, multi-unit, some fourplexes and triplexes. Be a landlord. But yeah, man, nothing too crazy. I'm simple. I live a simple life. I don't need the I don't need the extra, the over extravagant. I live within my means. I'm just a simple man.
I love it, man. Well, this has been absolutely fantastic having you on here today. And if people are interested in your services, how can they get a hold of you?
I'm always available. 402-640-3913. That is my number. They can call, text, however they want. Via email as well. It's going to be my first initial last name. So it's going to be LMCFARLAND at FUMAinsurance.com. FUMA stands for Farmers Union Midwest Agency.
Awesome, man. Well, Lavelle, thank you so much for being a part of the Scaling Up Success podcast today. It's been an absolute pleasure getting you to hear your journeys and to give more understanding of where you came from and how you got there and what you're doing now. So thank you so much for your time today. Really appreciate you.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity, man. It's been fun.
Absolutely. Once again, Ryan Van Ornum signing off for the Scaling Up Success podcast powered by Cynergists today. Until the next time, stay blessed, everyone. Take care.